medium class. Again, make sure we have a nice stable chair. If you have a band, grab your band. And then really that's all we'll need for today. Very similar to previous sessions. Start off with a little warm up. Then we're going to go into some cardio strengthening, high intensity interval training exercises. And then after that, we will switch and we'll do some pure cardio, some core, and finish up with some stretching. Okay. Again, if there's any modifications that I give you that aren't comfortable or too difficult, too easy, I'll try to give a few modifications, but if there's something that doesn't fit, let me know. Okay. Or whatever you do. Great. So first things first, get up to the edge of your chair as much as you can. What we're going to do is just a trunk rotation. You're going to rotate around. You can grab the arm of your chair, just give it a little extra twist. You can't, that's okay. Get as far as you can. Or even just getting a twist around like this. Go and switch sides for me. Even if just the arms twist around, you're still rotating that trunk. You're still stretching as much as you can. We are going to do a lot of core stuff today, so it'll be nice to warm up that trunk. Go and switch sides for me. Yeah, that core component at the end is going to be tough. Last one, go and switch sides for me. Even for me, I honestly, I've been huffing and puffing when I do these exercises. You guys keep pushing me to think of harder and harder stuff. So next one is called chest openers. All you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your arms out like this. We're gonna try to get as far back as we can. Make sure your shoulders aren't up in your neck. Keep those down and open that chest. I'm gonna close and then open again, nice and big. We will use a little bit. We're gonna do some upper body training today. Not a great deal of upper body training, but some. Last one here. Bring it together and then open up real big. Opening that chest up. All right, next one. This one's called Suns Up, okay? You start hands down at the sides. You're gonna open up like this, real big. Suns up, suns down. Suns up, suns down. I want to turn to the side and show you what I'm doing from the side too. Suns up, we're extending, we're arching that back. Thumbs down. I'm gonna do one more. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Nice job. All right. Last one. Call this one the rainbow. You're gonna lean over. Rainbow to the right. Rainbow to the left. Notice I'm stretching your trunk a lot. I stretch what we work, so beware. Good. Last one, switch all the way over. Perfect. All right, let's jump in. Similar to the class that we did maybe 3 weeks ago, I'm going to do triple sets. Okay, triple sets meaning we're going to do 3 different exercises. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Depending on how much time we have, we'll either go through 2 full rounds, or we might do the 3rd round. But I have 2 triple sets. Okay. I will walk through and I'll show you the exercises first, and then I will we'll go through and we'll do at least 10 or a timed amount for each one. Okay. So first one with your band. So we're doing a horizontal abduction, pulling that arm, those arms out like this, and squeezing those shoulder blades tight. Squeezing the shoulder blades tight. Now this is going to be the tricky part, because I'm going to create a standing modification as well. Okay. So standing, you can just add in the extra challenge of standing, or we can do a step out with it. Step out to the side. Step out to the side. Okay. Up to the side. Down to the side. Okay. We are going to do 10. So in the case of the step outs, it's going to be 10 on each side. So it'll end up being, I guess, 20. Okay. And then I'll show you the next one. So let's start. Bands up. If it's too easy, choke up. If it's too hard, loosen out. Okay. We're gonna do step out starting here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Choke up. A few more here. It's 5. We're halfway done. Again, remember, there can be a seated modification. You're just seated with or without a band. You're pulling those arms out like this. This is 9. Last one here. 10 and 10. Nice job. Okay. Next one is a sumo squat. Okay. If you have a chair, try to get behind your chair. Okay. And hold on to your chair. You don't technically have to hold on to your chair. Have it there in case you need it. A sumo squat is nice. Wide legs really wide. And you're sinking straight down. Getting back up. You have hand support. Down like that. Chair from the side. Big and wide. And back up. If we're doing just a seated modification, that's just marching. Okay, our seated modification at this time would be marching the legs up, back and forth. Okay, there's our seated modification, with marching back and forth. Okay, I'm going to be doing sumo squats with a little bit of chair support. Feet out wide for me. Again, we're doing 10 of these. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squat and back up. At the top, squeeze the butt as tight as you can. We're trying to get up as tall as we can. Down. 6, 4 more here. 7, 8, 9, last one. 10. Nice job. All right, on to the next one. Boxing. Okay, again, standing versus sitting. Doesn't matter, regardless, whichever one is appropriate for you. The sitting version, you're sitting in the chair and all you're doing, you're just boxing back and forth. Now this is a jab, so we're just going to the chin, right? Just back and forth. Now you'll notice it's not just my arms moving, it's my trunk. I'm twisting the trunk as I go. It's almost like you're pointing the shoulder and the fist where you're going. I point the shoulder and punch every time, okay? If you're going to do a standing modification, your standing modification, we're going to add a step. Punch, punch, 4, step forward, same thing. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, step forward. Okay. Again, we're going to do 10 rounds of punches. So that'll be 40 punches or a lot more in sitting. Sitting is just going to be a timed one. When I finish getting through the steps, then we'll call it quits on that one. Okay. So everybody get in your position, sitting or standing. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same rotation is occurring when we're standing. Okay. That shoulder is leading our motion. You notice that I'm not fully upright. I've got a little bend to my knees. You'll also notice that the rotation isn't just coming from my trunk. It's actually coming from my hips too. You'll see my hips rotate as I punch as well. Make sure you get those hips involved. We don't need heavy punches. The motion is enough. We're at 8 here, if I'm counting right. Okay. Last one. And step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Nice job, guys. So that's our 3. Bands, sumo squats, and then boxing. Okay. We got a little bit of everything. We got upper body, we got lower body, and then we got a little cardio in there. Okay. So grab your bands. We are going to jump. This time there's no pause. There's no pause between what we're doing this time. Okay. So grab your band. Again, here's the seated modification. I noticed some people jumped in there. I want to show our seated option. It's just a pull out. Okay. So we're going to start with this. No breaks in between. It's just transition time. Okay. So arms out. We're doing 10 of these. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Step out. Step out. Good. And if you're not using a band, that's okay. Still going to work. Still going to work. The step just adds a little bit of extra challenge, a little bit of leg work, a little bit of something If you're feeling really up to it, you can get a little lunge in there if you really want to make it harder. Or you can just do the steps. Either way works just fine. You're sitting in a chair, use a band, don't use a band, just get good motion. All right, if we get good motion, we are still activating those good postural muscles. We're still correcting our posture as much as we can. Last one here. Perfect. Transition to our next one. Our next one is either a sumo squat or marching in our chair. Okay, everybody get into position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your chest up. Don't hunch down like that. Keep looking straight forward. 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Beautiful. Last one, boxing, just jabs. If you're sitting, you're just boxing the whole time. Get as many as you can in. If you're standing, we're doing steps forward and back. Everybody get into position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that trunk and the pelvis and the hips rotate with you. Where a boxer gets their power, not from their arms. Nice job. Keep going. About halfway done. Two more. Last one, right here. Nice job. Okay. Hoping those felt of good intensity, and I'm hoping that the one round where we kind of walk through and figure it out is a little lower intensity, and then we pick it up because there's no breaks. Okay. We're gonna do that exact same cycle, that exact same setup. We're gonna do 3 exercises. Okay. 1 upper, 1 lower, 1 cardio. Okay. Let me show you our upper body. Our upper body is a row. Okay. There are seated and standing options for this. The standing option looks like this. Hook the band under your foot, and you're just going to lean over. One leg's back behind you on the ground, and you're pulling like this. It's starting a lawnmower with 2 hands. Okay. Now the trick here is to not punch over like this. The trick is to keep your back as straight as possible and punch over like this. If you're sitting, all you do is you just hook the band on your foot. Let me drop this down a little bit here. You can see my foot, or at least some of it. You hook the band on your foot, and you're doing that same thing. You're just pulling and squeezing right here. You're not using a band. Just sitting and squeezing those shoulder blades together will work just fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick through 10 of these. Okay. All right. Band underneath the foot, whether you're in sitting or standing. You're going to drop down, kick one leg back. Drop down, keep the back as straight as you can, and we're going to start here in 3, 2, 1. Pull up and squeeze. Pull up and squeeze. Nice job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. All right. We're going to transition to our lower body exercise. Okay. I'm going to bring the chair. I'm going to have it out to the side of me in case I need it. But we're doing a big step with a side lunge, and we're reaching. Bring it back to the middle. Big step with a reach, and back to the middle. Okay. Now, our seated modification is just a step out. You can do a step out and a reach, or a step out with no reach. Either way works. You're going to step out as far as you can and reach. Step out and reach. Okay. If you're just stepping, that works fine too. If you're just reaching, that works fine too. Bottom line is whatever motion, whatever activity that we can get, the better. Okay. So pick whatever modification version of that you want. We're going to do 10. That'll be 10 on each side if you're reaching. 10 on each side if you're stepping as well. Okay. Go ahead and get into position. All right, we're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. Step and reach. Just with one arm. Step and reach. Step and reach. Step and reach. Again, if you need to use the chair, it's totally fine. You would just put your hand on the chair as you step out one way, on the chair as you step out the other way. Some people may even use the chair and be slow. Maybe they're not doing the arm. Maybe they're just stepping. Nine, last one, 10, and 10. Wonderful. Keeping in line with my boxing theme. The next one is crosses. Okay. This is a jab. This is a cross. Okay. The target is the same. You can see that every time that I punch, I'm targeting my own mug, right? So you're coming across, across, okay? Now, you also notice that I'm still rotating. My trunk is still rotating. I still rotate my trunk to get that motion. Still rotate my trunk and my hips. Everything's rotating along with. This is supposed to be a core activity, not just upper body, okay? If you're sitting, we're just doing crosses. We're sitting up as tall as we can. We're doing crosses. We're getting as much rotation as we can from our trunk, okay? If we're standing, we're still doing steps, but this time it's a side step. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, step to the side. Okay. The same progression as the jabs, except it's side to side instead of forward and back. Okay. So pick whatever modification you want. We're going to do 10 rounds. And then we'll go through, and again, we'll jump right in. We'll do 1, 2, 3, no rest in between. Okay. So get into position, whatever position that you're interested in, either sitting or standing. We're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 4, step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, step. 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 Trunk, 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 trunk. You can see the twist, right? You can see my hips going. My hips and my feet are moving. That's where I get all my motion. That's where I get all my power from. And that's where we're getting a lot of our work, the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, step out. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Okay. Rounds 1, 2, and 3, all back to back. Okay. So grab your band, whether sitting or standing, band or no band, grab it if you're going to use it. Okay. Again, we are starting band underneath our feet, 1 foot back behind us for balance, tip forward at the hips, keep your back as straight, as flat as you possibly can, and we're pulling back. Again, the seated modification is the same thing, just sitting down and squeezing those shoulder blades together. 10 starting in 3, 2, 1. Pull back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Transition to either stepping out in your chair with a reach or sidestepping, side lunging with your chair in standing. We're going to start here in 3, 2, and 1. Lunge and reach together. Lunge and reach together. 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 Nice job. Keep going. This is one of our tough ones. This is the gasser. This is the one that's going to take a little bit of our energy. We're doing a lot of stuff here. There's really no pause in between. Last one. And back to the middle. Nice job. All right, last one. Last one for this round, crosses, boxing crosses, okay? So sitting or standing, doesn't matter. Go ahead and get into position. We're gonna do crosses with side steps if you're standing and just crosses if you're sitting. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, step out. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Whew. Okay. So we did our 2 cardio strengthening high intensity 3 sets of 3. Okay. I do have one final, we'll call it a burnout, where we're going to do something that's high intensity, high cardio. We're going to do 2 rounds of 30 seconds of that. This is something that's going to be in sitting. It's a core exercise, but also a cardio exercise all in one. Okay. So it's called rainbows. You guys probably remember rainbows. We've done them in the past. Rainbows look like this. You come from across to the knee, over and back. Okay. This is really a burner to get you breathing pretty heavy. Okay. We're going to do 2 rounds of 30 seconds, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to catch your breath. Okay. The rest of everything we're doing today is all going to be in the sitting. Okay. So keep that in mind as well. We're moving forward. Okay. So get into that nice stable chair. Get towards the edge of your chair if you can comfortably. The rest is going to be either cardio or core, and then we'll go into stretching at the end, which will also be seated. Okay. So to the edge of your chair, we're going to start with rainbows. Okay. I'm going to keep our time. Starting at 5 seconds. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Over. Trying to go quick. Trying to burn us out. You're going to have a little bit of a break in between rounds 1 and 2. If you can only do the arms, that's okay. It'll look like this. If you can only do one leg, that's okay. If you're only doing one arm, let's say you can only reach over and back with one arm. Over and back with one arm, that's okay. Keep going, we got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take a little 20-second break, catch your breath, take nice big deep breaths in the nose, out the mouth. All right, catch that breath. We're starting in 5 seconds with rainbows again, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 1. Really crunch that core. Crunch that chest down to the knee. We're trying to get our elbows down around our knee and our core down. Nice job, everybody. We've got 10 more seconds. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay. Now, we're going to take a minute. Catch your breath. Get a drink of water. We are going into core, but I do want to take a little pause here, a true pause. Catch your breath. The core stuff, I have 2 core exercises planned. They are tough. I do have a lot of modifications for them, but they are all sitting. Okay. This will work pretty well. I've got some stuff for lower core, and I've got some stuff for side core, the obliques as well. Okay. We're gonna just do repetitions of these. They are not timed.